Greetings, everyone. I hope you've had another productive week. The purpose of this week's video is threefold, as is usually the case with the videos. First of all, I'd like to visit with you very briefly about our work on this last week's assignment on leadership for a healthy democracy. Second thing I'd like to do is to talk with you briefly about next week's assignment, which is a reading report and replies to one another on skills and practices of effective leaders. And then third, I'd like to outline for you one more time some information about the remaining assignments that need to be completed prior to the end of the semester. Believe it or not, we really only have a couple weeks of class left at this point, and that seems hard to believe at this point in time, although many of you may have been saying for quite some time, I really wish this was over. Well, it's getting close, everyone, for sure. Let me begin my comments, though, in this video by commenting to you briefly on this last week's work. I'm in the process right now of reading and scoring your reports on leadership for a healthy democracy. Many of you noted that I've asked for more details on this assignment than in past discussion boards, and most of you responded very positively and provided some great examples from your work this semester. This assignment and next week's assignment both require you to put together some examples and think about what you've been doing throughout the semester, and that's a little more detail than we've typically asked for in our reports in the discussion board. But again, we're trying to work to help you integrate the things that you've learned this semester. Please make sure that you take a look at my general feedback comments, and I'll post those by Friday anyway in our feedback link in Module 4, as well as any individualized comments I'll make to you in the Grade Center. As always, my best hope for you is that this information will help to clarify for you even further some of the information we've been discussing and enhance your learning. As always, let me know if you have questions about anything that I say or any of my scoring on your assignments. Okay, enough said about this last week. Next week, we're going to be asking you to complete a discussion board assignment that asks you to think about specific skills and practices of effective leaders. Again, and I talked about this a little bit in last week's video, this class has been designed so that you started the semester by thinking about leadership theory. Then we moved into a phase of the class where we discussed how leaders apply their skills, and now we're kind of putting everything together. Hence, my requirement for you to bring in some examples and kind of use those to explain how you're responding in these discussion board posts. Next week, again, as I've said, we want you to be thinking about and connecting what we've learned about leadership to how we might think about what are effective skills and practices of great leaders or effective leaders, if you will. Again, make sure that you provide us with some examples to explain how you answer the questions in this next week's discussion board assignment. Concrete examples are certainly appreciated, for sure. Okay, third, last thing I wanted to talk about is that, remember, we've got two other major assignments that are coming up right now towards the end of the semester. The first of those is that by Monday, May 2nd, I want you to write a paper and post it in a couple places, and I'll talk about that. That's our paper on leadership. The instructions for that are kind of listed in our Blackboard site on the final paper tab. There is a link for you to submit that paper, also a sample rubric for you to look at my expectations. As I've said, that paper is really to be posted in two places. First of all, in the link that's provided in the specific tab for that assignment in Blackboard. And also that paper needs to be posted on to TaskStream. That's the requirement, as I've said, that one of the reasons you need to be enrolled in TaskStream. There are some things that I have to do for the General Studies program at the university to have an assignment in there that you've completed in a General Studies course. And so I'll put some more specific directions for posting on TaskStream in the tab, hopefully within the next week or so. But just remember that you really need to post that paper in two different places. on the in the link, if you will, that's provided for you in Blackboard, and then also on the task stream. Okay, the other thing that you need to remember is that by Thursday, May 5th, I really need to have your leadership reflection paper and your hours log. The hours log you can fax to me or bring it to my office sometime if you like. The paper needs to be submitted in the link that's provided in the Leadership Project tab in Blackboard. Okay, we'll get those things done in the next couple of weeks. I've got another little piece on the discussion board that I want you to kind of talk about what you've learned in the semester, and then also hopefully within the next few days or so I'll be able to put a link up on Blackboard that would ask you to help us evaluate this course. This is the first time we've taught this course. There's a lot of things we're learning kind of along the way, and some things we will certainly want to do differently the next time through. Help us think through those things. Okay, enough said for now. As always, let me know if you have questions or comments about anything in the class, or if I can be of any assistance to you in completing your work. Have a great week, everyone, and take care.